Alright, today we're working on our 2005 F250 6.0. We're doing the upper tie rod, both sides, passenger and driver, and hopefully gonna show you how to do it quick and easy. I made all the mistakes, so hopefully you can do it faster. The first thing we gotta do in here is measure to so we know what the length is when we're putting our new tie rod in. Before we take anything off, we want to measure from here at the pit arm. Here, let me try to get a better angle. Alright, so we want to measure from here to the pit arm, all the way down to here, so that we know how long it is. The other way to do this is you can count how many rotations when you're taking off your thing here, but I like the idea of measuring better because I think it will be more precise, so that's what I'm doing. The reasons we're changing this is obviously this boot is absolute toast. The other thing is, with my hand, hang on a second, I can very easily wobble this back and forth like that. I don't believe it's supposed to do that. And then you can see the boot over here is cracked too when I'm moving it like that. So those are some things to look for when you're deciding whether or not you want to replace it, is a damaged rubber there, and I don't think it's supposed to wobble like that. Next thing I'm going to do is spray some penetrating oil on these spots here that are maybe could be a little rusty. Next I'm going to pull out this pin here, pull this down, pull it out, or you can cut it with wire cutters or something, whatever you want to do. If your kit has new ones, mine came with new ones, so I'm not too worried about saving it. So I straightened those out, and then I banged on it from this side, and now you should be able to pull through grab that loop over here and pull through. Got my pin out, and not gonna lie to you, that was a little bit harder than I anticipated it being, but maybe you big strong men can do it a little faster and easier than I did. But next I need a 23 metric goes on here, and we're gonna break this loose. We're also gonna break loose our sleeve here. This is gonna be a 15 metric for me. Now I got these loose, and so I'm gonna use a pipe wrench to try to wiggle this back and forth like this. We'll see if I can get it broke loose. Got my pipe wrench on there, and then I'm just gonna slide a cheater pipe over this and see if I can get it broke loose. I'm also gonna break this loose and take that bolt off right on this bottom one. Okay, so I cannot get this thing to budge at all. So I had a thought that I am replacing this whole assembly from here all the way over, and so I should essentially be able to just take it off as one piece and not take that out. So that's what I'm going to try to do, to try to bail myself out of not being able to move that. So I took the bolt off here, and I'm gonna need to take this bolt off right here, and then I'm just gonna use one of these pickle forks, tap it into here, and try to pop this off, and might have to do the same here. I'm not sure if this will fit here or anything. Okay, so we got all of the nuts and bolts, whatever, off, and we're ready to use our pickling fork. I bought this set on Amazon because the one I got at the Auto Zone or wherever I was not big enough. This set was only 20 bucks, and it comes with 3 different sizes, and I think we're gonna want this size, so it's gonna be perfect. Alright, so we're just gonna slide our pickle fork in here and just give it a couple taps. Alright, well, that was terrible. It took forever. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't strong enough. Beat on it forever. Now I gotta try to get this guy out. We'll see how that goes. Got everything off this side, so now we're gonna move over to this side. Alright, I got it off. That was an absolute bear to get off on this side. I don't know if I had something not lined up right or what, but it finally came loose. It was a real pain in the butt. Hopefully yours is easier. Alright, since I took this out in one piece without adjusting this at all, I just double checked that my length was the same by lining up my new one next to it and just matched the length. and that was pretty easy. And then I just started adding it back in. I'm just gonna hand tight the screws and then start cinching everything down. All right, we got everything on here, so we're gonna cinch this down all the way and get all our stuff back screwed tight and see how we do. All right, we got our castle nut back on here. From everything I found online, you want to torque these to 67 foot-pounds and the sleeve things to 41 foot-pounds. If you hit your torque spec and these are not lined up for your cotter pin here, just tighten it a little bit farther until it fits through, just like that. When you're done with that, don't forget to put your greasers in if you want them. Well, you do want them, so put them in. Right now we're gonna cinch this one down, and it's also gonna be 67 foot-pounds. All right, I got everything on and cinched down. I cinched this to 41 if you have this on yours, and the ultimate test is if it wiggles now, and it does not. So I think that that's gonna really help our loose steering, and now we're just gonna grease our, I don't know what they're called, greasers, grease eyes, grease ports, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. But I think we're pretty much done here. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. That helps me be able to make more content. And as always, stay independent out there.